What are your thoughts about any esports event in general?
Well, I've always been excited about Indian esports, and well, my transition into the publisher side happened with Riot Games. But before that, I started my career in esports as a competitive player way back in the early 2000s when there was nothing called esports. It was still called clan gaming, right? And that is how the journey started. And I've been following closely the way this industry was taking shape, and I'm super happy and excited to see where it has come, especially with the advent of mobile gaming and the popularity that it has been able to deliver to the masses, and with the rise of esports and turning it into an industry in itself, right? So I'm super excited for where we are right now and what the future of esports in this region is going to be. And I'm also super excited to be able to be part of this as a publisher, and can't wait for us to continue this journey.
So we're definitely going to see more Riot supported events in the country.
Absolutely. I mean, so we are constantly looking to see how we can bring more value for our competitive players, and also the players who might not be competitive, but they are very interested in watching the players from their region play and perform at higher stages, right? And this is our ambition as well. And with this, I mean, our structure of bringing esports or unlocking esports for Valorant, especially in India, has been with the focus saying we want to bring experiences that are going to delight not just our competitive players, but for any player who loves our game and can participate in the excitement that esports can bring, right? So super excited to be able to do this, and we have some very aggressive plans, and you can already see that with the VCD circuit that we are doing in this region. And all I can say is that we're getting bigger, and you'll find way more expressions of competitiveness that we're going to bring to this region.
Are we going to see Riot-supported League of Legends events?
Okay, so for us, India is a very valuable market for us, right? And for us to be able to look at our portfolio and see what is the best market fit, because at the end of the day, we have to bring what gamers are looking for, right? So from that perspective, we definitely believe that this market has been very receptive of the way that they play Valorant, and the voice for Valorant experiences in this country, be it community driven, be it esports, be it let's say any kind of experience that we bring to this region. So while I would love to do League of Legends, but the reality is that the preference for genres and also the platform poses a little bit of challenge for us to bring League of Legends as it is right now. However, saying that, we believe that this region experiences games primarily on mobile, and this is our effort, saying our strategy for India is going to be focused on delivering experiences on mobile moving forward. And yes, I mean, Wild Rift is the League of Legends for our region, and hopefully we will be able to bring it to our fans who have been crying out for or demanding that we do something around MOBA, and MOBA is the way for us as well.
Any updates on Valorant Mobile?
Yeah, Valorant Mobile is a big bet for us, right? So we have already seen how much interaction and how much popularity and growth we have seen with the PC version. And for us, the mobile version is going to be the game changer in the way that we want our mobile fans to experience the game and the IP. But at the same time, it also provides some challenges, right? Because it is a tactical shooter, and which basically means that the transition from PC to mobile has to be with that in mind, saying we want to give a new experience. We do not want to have the same game on the PC, from the PC to the mobile, but instead create an experience that is uniquely mobile, right? And that also means that there will have to be a lot of playtesting that has to be done with the right audience and with the right feedback. We hope to be there very soon as well, right? So we are seeing how the game is being developed internally. We are excited that this is going to be the game changer from Riot Games in India, and we can't wait for the community to see what we are seeing as well.
What do you think needs to be done to take Indian esports scene to the next level?
From the higher level.
Yeah, I mean, I think from just today in the afternoon, I was talking to the team orgs and got a lot of feedback. And luckily, I mean, we could do this in person, right? The last 2 years have been a little blur in terms of these interactions, by which we were not able to really understand what are the specific needs that we need to do to develop esports at the elite level, right? So today's meeting with the team owners and the orgs were super helpful because we got a perspective of how do we want to structure esports for the region. I'm not just talking about the VCT tour, but also how do we enable orgs to be successful, be it in terms of their brand strategy, be it in terms of their investment strategy, be it in terms of being able to scout for talent. And of course, opportunities are there as well, right? So we need to unlock more opportunities as a publisher for esports. But overall, I think from today's meeting, we got a very good sense of what are the things that we need to focus on to make sure that there is enough interest in our esports circuit, not just from a team organizers' perspective, but also from the perspective of players, from the perspective of investors, and also the brands as well, right? So that way, I believe we can put a very good, compelling case for our esports, for our games to grow, and the industry as well.
What do you think about this event by Skyesports?
Love it. I mean, there is no way to describe the moment when you walk inside the stadium and you see, of course, this is a limited, set of fans that we could, accommodate in this venue. But to be able to feel the energy of these 50 screaming fans rooting for their teams and rooting for the game in general, right? And to be very honest, what I've seen is that people appreciate good plays, right? It has got nothing to do with my team is playing bad or good or whatever. It's what is being played on stage, and good games or good plays are being cheered, and good champions are also being cheered upon. And I'm super happy to see the camaraderie that we see in our community, and with the teams as well. They might be rivals on the map, but off the map, I think they're great friends. And this is what I really love about our community. This is very niche, very small, and we are extremely good competitors, but at the same time, we are personally very good friends as well. I love it. Can't wait for more of these events.
Thank you, sir.
Any update on Riot India team?
Okay, so one of the things that we have always been talking about is the expansion of our team here in India, and also how are we going to do more active publishing. Right now we have been semi-publishing in this region, but now our strategy is to not just have a stronger team, but also get more active in our publishing efforts. So with that, I would like to welcome our head of marketing, Ashish, who's joined us from Jio, and he is going to talk a little bit about himself, his experience, and also what are his plans for the market for here.
Hi, thank you, Sukamal. Today is my first day at Riot, and I came from a gaming industry only. I am not a new guy in gaming. I started my career in gaming as a production guy. I was a graphic artist in India's first ever game studio as a pixel artist, and then I worked as a game designer and worked as a product manager and producer, and then later on I became as business head in publishing and as well as distribution. My recent stint was at Jio as an AVP for gaming business, heading esports, business development and partnership and publishing for mobile as well. At Riot, I will be handling the India marketing operations and expansion of business.
Thank you so much.
For the general audience of Valorant.
You can say something to the community. I'll say after this, but you go first.
As per me, how I see in India, any community which is which belongs to FPS is always bigger than I would say anywhere. I mean, the craze is bigger than anywhere. Fever is very high in terms of when it comes to FPS or 5 vs 5 games. Looking at if you go by history, there used to be cyber games and Samsung cyber games and all, and WCG and all those things. There also CS:GO Indian players was playing amazing. So I think that is in our community's DNA. And when I see, I totally agree with Sukamal when he says that teams are playing against each other, they're playing with each other as well, they're helping each other as well. So of course, on a stage they are rivals, off a stage they're friends, and that's amazing feeling we have here.
Yeah, for me personally, I think I always start off with a very, it might sound a little cliche now that I've said it so many times, but I still mean it from the bottom of my heart, is that I genuinely feel that we have one of the most engaged and one of the most beautiful communities for the game. And I'm super thankful for everybody who plays, enjoys, and engages with our game and experiences that we try to bring. And like I always keep on saying, right, that the community is the voice by which we are able to define what we need to do in this region. And you guys are the guiding light. You tell us, in fact, I would say you definitely need to demand things from publishers because it helps us amplify that voice. At the end of the day, publishers don't bring things that are not meaningful for a region, and you guys are the biggest voice in telling us what you want to see, what you want more from the game, from the experience that we build here. And so far, you guys have been doing such an amazing support that it becomes simply easy for us to go and present that case, saying like, why do we want this? Because this is going to unlock this, is going to make people more happy with what we have been able to bring. And to this, I would say thank you for everything that you guys have shown in terms of love and support over the last 2 years. And together we will make it to champions, is all I can say. Thank you guys so much.